GTM, we've written this twice. We've done a remix on it, 11 traits that make a hot sales job. And of course, one and two is like talent density and market pull.
Yeah.
Market pull being inbound. I've heard you take this a little bit step further of word of mouth. I guess like knowing what you know now, there's a lot of folks that we work with at VibeScaling and just like my own friends who hopefully they'll listen to this, but how would you think through joining? You interview the engineers, but like 10 years later, if you were joining right now and you're in your 20s, walk us through how you would think through.
I think it's harder now, and I'll explain why. But at the time, my logic was this, like, okay, is this category becoming a thing, right? Like Mixpanel was getting funded. Heap had just got funded. Amplitude was right around. I'm like, all right, a bunch of investors think this is becoming a thing. When I got the job and went through the interview process, I really respect both the co-founders, but one I sat with is this guy named Ravi, brilliant guy. And I was like, can I just sit with you for like 4 or 5 hours? I want to see what you're doing, how this is working. And what I was seeing is there's a lot of inbound. Like, and there was a bunch of people all kind of saying the same thing, which is like, hey, I like the idea of this product analytics thing. We have maybe looked at Mixpanel, and I think the way you're going about it's right. But there was a lot of inbound. And sure, it was mostly nerdy hacker news, smaller companies, but like there was some pull for the thing. And then I was like, all right, talk to me about how you're pricing this and how you're doing your first couple deals. And it was evident that he had no idea what he was doing. He's a technical founder. He never did sales. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay. Like if I can take those conversations and do like even a basic level of value selling, there's like real thing here.
Yeah.
Now you don't know like how big it is going to be or if it's going to continue, but it was like, there's pull, there's inbound, there's really smart engineers moving fast, and there's word of mouth. I think word of mouth is like the biggest thing.
How do you test for that though?
Because we would see it in inbound. You would see it like they had a self-attributed what's happening.
Okay, so it's even
and it was like, hey, someone I worked with told me to check this out. Or,
interesting. Okay,
and
so
in
the forum sometimes
in the
it's
forums
like,
or in conversations, because in the beginning, you're trying to figure out where people are hearing us
and
from.
you don't put too many fields. You just want them to
right.
like.
It's just like
so
where do you
can,
hear? I still do that now at Champify, and I think it's one of the most important things.